God bless America, let me tell you. Canada, you're okay. I love you. You raised me, you birthed me. But America, you just have so much cool shit going on. This is too cool. This is how I drive at home.
Right on. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, there we go.
It's honestly epic.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna drop down onto the moon now. We're gonna go through a 65 million year old oyster fossil bed.
Okay.
When we drop off this hill, we're gonna go into a fossil bed that has 65 million year old oysters and clams in it. And I'll point them out, but you'll see them like impacted in the rock. It's pretty cool. And then we're gonna drop out onto the moon out here and kind of buzz around out there a little bit. So, all right, here we
Thank
go.
you, man.
Yeah.
by far the coolest location I've ever been. Whether it's watercraft, whether it's ATV, this is pretty much untoppable. You just said we got a bunch of dinosaur tracks up here. I'd bring up the camera to show you, but I haven't wedged in place really well. You know, back home in Canada, we don't get locations like this. And if you do, you get maybe, you know, half a kilometer of like a gravel pit to enjoy. Nothing that can even compare to this. I know you're gonna say out west, BC. BC does have some cool things, but not as cool as this. And Jim, our tour guide, he's honestly making it such a stress-free day. I haven't had to look at the GPS once. He's been doing this for 25 years. So he knows exactly where we're going, how to get there, how to get back. He took care of us yesterday. He took care of us today. Welcome to the moon. You can see why they call it the moon. Is he gonna let us attempt this? I think he is.
Want to do this?
Yeah?
Make sure at the bottom is a G out. Make sure you brake. Don't go into the bottom real hard or you'll completely bottom out.
Okay.
All right?
I'll follow you.
Hey, let them
Hey,
know.
don't go down. When you come down, there's a G out. Don't bottom out. Brake a little bit when you're coming out. You recording this? One of the greatest places. It's not, you know what? It is the greatest place. Let's not be fooled. Let's take some pictures here.
You might want to get some pictures.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
Look at that balance rock.
Right?
So what you have here is, so we're on bentonite clay. That's the gray stuff that you see. So up above, you have a different sedimentary layer, which is actually sandstone. And the sandstone will break away, you know, through erosion and roll down the hill, and that's what all these boulders are from, the higher up sedimentary layer. And so it's kind of a striking contrast with the kind of the tan colored rocks on the gray. But what happens is, you know, this boulder rolled down the hill, the bentonite, which is a softer material, erodes around the base of it, and then it creates a balance rock situation.
Absolutely
One of these rocks come tumbling down the
Yeah.
hill.
It would be cool. Look at that big one that's stuck on end. I always think that one's a cool one.
thing? There's no way. Jim's panicking. Thinks that Ryan flipped it. I'm driving in here with one hand. If Ryan flipped this thing, I mean, I don't know what's going on. There they are. Hey! He didn't flip it. Thank goodness. Kind of want to go down there, but I know I shouldn't. Should I? Kinda want to.
Quite a different ride.
It's amazing how they take the whoops.
Yeah. So you can kind of see in the distance, obviously Navajo Mountain. We were pretty much at the base of that yesterday. So Navajo Mountain, I didn't tell you yesterday, it's a laccolith, which is basically a volcano informing that it's never erupted.
Really?
Yeah, and it's still growing. It's igneous rock pushing up, you know, on the crust of the earth. But it's still growing at about 1/4 inch a year.
Wow.
So yeah, you know, it may eventually blow. Who knows? But you know, no time soon.
That'll be a wild.
Yeah.
This is why Jim's the best.
So,
He's got the knowledge.
so the mountain range that you see in the distance there is the Grand Staircase National Monument, and it's actually one of the largest coal reserves in the country. It's never been mined. And you see that low-lying area out there in the distance where the gray is? That's a place we call the Moon. We're going to actually finish our ride out there.
Whoa.
But you know, 30 feet under that bentonite clay is our coal reserves. And up on top of this particular mesa, there are fissures in the earth, cracks in the earth where underground coal fires emit their smoke. And so you'll just come up on this crack and there'll be smoke coming out of the ground. And so these underground coal fires have been burning for thousands of years. And so because of that, they call this particular range the Smoky Mountains. And the Grand Staircase extends north up into Utah, probably about 75 miles. And they call it the staircase because you get up on top of the mesa, you'll go 4 or 5 miles, and then you come up to another sedimentary layer, and then you climb up that, and you're on another mesa. And you just keep climbing in elevation, you know, and it culminates at about 9,000 feet or so. So, and then it continues down actually into the Grand Canyon, you know, the different layers. So this is, if you're a geologist, this is the place to be, because you literally, every single layer from
Something different.
2,000 feet up to 9,000 feet are all exposed, you know. So everywhere you're looking is public land. You know, you have Glen Canyon, where we were yesterday. You know, the Grand Staircase National Monument's federal. We're standing on Utah State Trust land right here.
Okay.
So
What does that actually mean? It's just owned by the state?
it's owned by the state. It's public land. It's public access. Anybody can come out here.
So anybody
so
can camp, they can off-road?
You can do whatever you want out here. Shoot, you know, don't shoot cattle, but you know, you can pull a permit and hunt those antelope that we just saw if you feel so inclined.
What are those?
Those are antelope.
That's straight
Pronghorn
down.
Antelope. I don't know. Yeah, you didn't see them cross the road in front of us, but they were boogieing. They were moving.
They're native.
They are. Yep.